Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Flash Zellow, Fiction Done Fast. The show where I take a bunch of writing prompts from my friends and I turn them into one-page short stories for your entertainment. You did that on purpose, you.
Maybe.
Somebody tweaked their neck. I think I looked too far. Oh, God. Ah, it hurts. Ah, it hurts. Oh. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Oh. Everybody good? Everybody, we're going to do some writing today. Oh, my neck.
Help at all?
Does it help when I massage your back?
For like a minute.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm here. Hope everyone's doing alright today. I'm just gonna jump into it. We're down to our last couple of streams before Christmas, I realized. And, so I got these, I think I'm gonna make the decision here now. I don't think I'm gonna stream on Christmas Day. So it's gonna be today and tomorrow, and then I'll figure out the schedule as I go. But until then, I have just enough prompts to get us through the next 2 days. So let's see what we got. We've got, how about a holiday-themed one where a Christmas tree gets possessed by John Malkovich? That's from Playing Turnips. And Viramet89 gave us, a boy goes from door to door, trick-or-treating on Christmas Day. Swooby gave us 2 prompts. The first one was Moon Santa, or Space Christmas. The logistics of present delivery on the moon. And he also gave us, every word for expressing emotion has been banned from being spoken, written. You're trying to confess your love to your dream girl/guy. Your dream person with pronouns. Your dream human. Confess your love to your dream human without using pre-existing emotion words. So, I think I like this one from Viramet. Let's see. Oh, so many prompts. It's great. Do. Okay. So. There's a pretty lady sauntering across the road.
I know.
It's just one of the stray cats hanging out. Just plop, 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 plop. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I think that turned out alright. I wasn't sure about some of the lines here at the beginning, but we'll burn those bridges as we cross them, right? Okay. So, this was the prompt from Verimad89. Boy goes from door to door trick-or-treating on Christmas Day. And here's what we got. Here's what that turned into. Christmas Day did not bring little Billy much joy. Not to start with, at least. The instant he was awake, he flung off his threadbare sheets and bounded barefoot out of his room and down the hall, as a 7-year-old is disposed to do on the 25th of December. There was only one small problem for little Billy. There were no gifts under the Christmas tree. In fact, there was no tree. A fact he had known when going to bed the night before, and yet, still, he had hoped. That's what Christmas was about, right? Hope. Little Billy had grit his teeth and formed a silent prayer before closing his eyes for his long winter's nap, but reality had not been moved by his wishes by the time he had opened them. So, he did what any self-respecting 7-year-old would do. He grabbed his ratty sneakers, oversized thrift store coat, and Santa hat, and bounded out the door, empty sack in hand. He picked a neighbor at random and rang the doorbell, holding the sack out in front of him. When the door opened, revealing 2 perplexed adults' faces, he bellowed out, "Trick or treat!" with as much holiday cheer as he could muster. The couple looked at each other, then at him, taking in the coat 2 sizes too big and the sneakers 1 size too small. A look of skepticism softened into a small grin. "You're a little later than the other trick-or-treaters," the man said. "How about, You're a little later than the other trick-or-treaters this year," the man said. "Let me see what we have left." Little Billy waited patiently at the door with a woman who wore a bemused look on her face. Not that little Billy knew what that meant. When the man returned, he had some chocolate bars and dropped them into Billy's sack. "Merry Christmas?" the man ventured. "Sure thing, mister," little Billy said, tromping through the snow back to the sidewalk, secure in his conquest. Maybe this Christmas wouldn't be so bad at all, he thought, as he made for the next house over. "Hello. Hey, Atanchi. How are you today?" Okay, so the next prompt we're going to try tackling is from Swooby, which was, and as he put it, very influenced by Futurama, Moon Santa, or Space Christmas, the logistics of present delivery on the moon. So let's see what we can do with this one. Oh, welcome back. Sorry, I was making lunch while I listened. That last one was real cute. Thank you. I tried. It seemed cute. Or it seemed like it had the potential to be cute. So, also just a good way to scam adults. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if like some fucking Tiny Tim Oliver Twist looking kid showed up on the wrong day and yelled trick or treat at me, I'd probably be fairly compelled to be like, "Alright, kid, you gotta hustle." Is that a giggle I hear from over there?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, man, you earned it. Okay. Candy is so expensive. You know, admittedly, I don't really eat candy or snacks. I'm not a snacky person because I have the impulse control of a child on Halloween, so I just don't buy it. So I actually have no idea how much candy costs. Is candy expensive, honey?
It can be, yeah.
Cool. Checks out. Checks out. I miss Reese's bars. I am allergic to peanuts, so I have never had a Reese's bar. But I'm sorry that you can no longer have them. Go-to at work. My go-to, my last job was working in a used bookshop. And it was we shared a door with the local coffee shop. And they had donuts. And they were good. And that was my weakness. It was bad. So, when I say I'm not a snacky person, I mean, I don't have snacks at home. But at work, it was free game. My favorite cereals is Reese's Puffs. Oh, man, I just see Cheerios. I'm boring that way. I'm so bland.
I miss peanut butter.
What's that?
I miss peanut butter.
Well, that's unfortunate. You agreed to marry someone who can't have it.
I know.
My fiance misses peanut butter. Honey Nut Cheerios? Again, I'm honey nuts. I can't do the nuts. I assume. I don't actually have a clue what's in Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm assuming it's got nuts. These nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios have an almond allergy warning. Wait. Even though they may not contain any almonds at all. It's the worst of both worlds, really. No almonds, but people who are allergic to almonds still probably shouldn't eat it. Woo! Yeah. What's weird for me is I'm third generation peanut allergy, or like nut allergy. So growing up, it just wasn't a thing that I had to really deal with. Because my father is really allergic, and my grandfather was allergic, and, you know, I grew up, you know, we all lived together back when I was a kid, so, like, I never lived in a place, you know, it wasn't until I was almost an adult that I was around, you know, in an environment where that was something I had to look out for, because it just was never a thing I had to think about. So I definitely remember one of my high school girlfriends and I snuck backstage in the theater, because we were in the school play, and we were making out, and just right as we started, I was like, have you been eating almonds? And she's Native American, so she was real tan, but she went fucking sheet white. It was just like, oh, fuck. I was like, I'll be in the bathroom washing my mouth out. Just walked away really sullenly. It was good times. Good times. Oh. Mm. I hear a very angry cat outside. I don't know if you'll be able to... Oh, there he goes. He leap out of sight. Sorry, that was disorienting to anyone actually bothering to watch. Blah. My brother of a friend was allergic. I mentioned enjoying PBJ while walking in a supermarket with him. He admonished me, asking why he hasn't died. I told him we never kissed. I miss him. Fair enough. That just reminds me of many drunk escapades. The thought that popped into my head was, there are so many people that I kissed at parties that I don't remember. College was a wild time. Sissy owned a flaming shovel while drunk character creating for a D&D campaign. I mean, really. What more does a D&D character need? The stipulation was actual ownership? Like IRL? Like, in real life he owned a flaming shovel? Gotcha. Yeah, IRL. I don't think he did. Who am I to decide? I've heard of weirder things that friends have owned. One of the guys, I invited him to pop in and watch the stream today. His family owns several cannons. Some of his brothers or cousins worked security at a museum, and they had some molds of some Civil War era cannons. So they borrowed them because they had another family member who was a blacksmith. And they made 3 cannons, and 2 of them have blown up. But the third one still works. So, who knows? Yeah. Apparently they fire it off at weddings. Yep. No, Lil Druid, you've been around when Shakespearex is in the chat, I think. That's his family. They're blown up 2 fucking cannons. One of the else that jumped out. Also, oh good lord. Also, if I remember correctly, his family burned down the last Canadian castle, I think. I think that's something in his family history. He's like, oh yeah, we burned down a castle once in the Americas. Oh, how about that? I'll have to ask him about that. Were you here, Little Druid, the day that we read his take on one of the prompts, the Western prompt? I think it was either you or Scarlet Fury was in the chat. Or maybe both. I don't remember. It's the one about the drugged, the Wild West duel on drugs. No. Gotcha. I guess that was Scarlet Fury then. Yeah. The prompt was like a Wild West duel, but the guy is on fucking drugs. So, and I read that, and Shakespeare's happened to be in the chat, and I was like, dude, this sounds like one of your stories. And so I encouraged him to go off and write his own take on the story, and then afterward we compared them both. I can send it to you after the stream, because I think they're wildly different. We took very different tones. His is also twice as long as mine, so like, you know. I must search the blog. I don't. I didn't put Shakespeare's version of the story on. Oh, iced coffee. I didn't put Shakespeare's version on the blog, so we'll have to work that out. I'll have to ask him. I think it's fine. He said I could share it on the stream, so it should be fine. Okay. So, welcome back. All right, we got one more story down. Let's see how this one goes. The first one was cute. This one, we'll see. Let's just jump into it. The atmosphere at the North Pole was jolly, and it damned well better stay that way. And it damn well better. And it damn well better stay that way. Santa looked at his wristwatch. No ways around it. They'd have to crunch to pull Christmas off without a hitch this time. Visitor for you, sir, one of the elves said, shuffling up to Santa's booted feet. He glanced over to see a tall, hairy, horned goat man stepping carefully over the elf-sized conveyor belt. Krampus! To what do I owe the pleasure? Business, the goat man said. Don't want to waste your time with pleasantries, not during this week of all weeks, but I have a logistics issue I need to bring up with you. Hit me, Cramp. The goat man shook his head. No secret he hated the nickname. Well, I was checking my list, twice. Old school elbow grease. I respect that. The List Checker 2000 app makes it so much easier. Anyway, Krampus interrupted. I was checking the list, and I didn't account for the moon base. You know? The colony? On the moon? There are kids there, and I have no way to get there to do my side of the job. He looked at the factory. He looked around the factory floor, and I figured you would have cracked it. Santa nodded with a twinkling grin. Indeed I did. Or should I say, the elves did. Clever little buggers. Lucky I'm around to keep them in line. Keep them focused. Who knows what they'd get up to if left to their own devices. The jolly rotund man stomped over to a round metal circle, 15-foot diameter. Several elves were still welding when Santa flipped the big red switch. A swirling vortex of energy cascaded through the portal. Or through the circle. A portal. How about this? A swirling vortex of energy cascaded through the circle. Krampus's goat mouth hung open. You built a portal to the moon? Impressive, isn't it? Krampus sighed. Any problem is solvable if you throw enough money at it. Oh, don't get me wrong, Santa said. I don't pay them. Any problem is solvable if you throw enough money at it, I guess. Oh, don't get me wrong, Santa said. I don't pay them. So... As a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Read too many news articles about fucking CDPR and Cyberpunk 2020. Santa Claus runs a exploitative corporate business. I'm sure he's gonna have plenty to say next quarter about, you know, how they're really working hard to, you know, fix crunch. Also, the prompt, or one of the prompts from yesterday, was about Krampus, so it was kind of fun to bring that character back again. Well, I hope you guys liked it. I was pretty satisfied with that. I like the little kind of holiday themed ones. It's nice to feel like, you know, you've got... I don't know. I don't know exactly how to describe it. Like... It'll be kind of fun, you know, if ever reread these years down the line or something and go, oh yeah, that was, you know... actually, you know, Christmas time, or, you know, this, whatever, you know, current events happening, the election, stuff like that. So. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to take that moment, or this moment, to wrap things up. Pretty happy with how everything turned out today. And, yeah. I will be back tomorrow, and then I probably won't be back until after Christmas. So, I'm going to take at least a day off. But, until then, where is... There we go. So, I will say, have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays, and all things that lies betwixt. I don't...
Tomorrow is Yule.
Tomorrow is Yule. I don't know when Kwanzaa is, and I don't know what... Is Hanukkah done?
I don't know.
My Jew is not in the chat. I can say that because in high school we were the ginger and the Jew, and we were the best of friends. He is my Jew. He is the one who gives me this information. So, assuming I haven't missed it, and hoping I'm not being horribly offensive, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Habar Gani, and Happy Holidays. That's all I have to say before I say something bad. That's all I have to write. And remember, no heroes in 2020, but probably also in 2021. Alright, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Quiet you. Okay.